With a franchise like Pokemon, there's a lot of merchandise and advertising, and when something is as big and popular as Pokemon, there is also bound to be bootlegged merchandise. This sounds like a bad thing, but sometimes it can lead to the best fan creations. My name is Matt aka Chunky Monkey Games, and this is my top 5 Pokemon fan creations in no particular order. I know, some of you might be thinking right now, Matt, didn't Tamashi Hiroka do a similar video? And to that I say, yes she did. And it was a great video. But since that video was released, a lot of new things have come up that I feel are worth mentioning, so that's why I'm counting on 5 of them. And without further ado, let's get started with number 5. Ever since Generation 4, online trading and battling have been a main focus, but it's always been a challenge to communicate in-game. Sure, you could go on a forum or chat room on Pokemon Showdown to talk to people, but it's a little inconvenient because you basically have to be at your computer when some Pokemon fans are really casual and can't always do that. This is where Pokemon Amino comes in. Pokemon Amino is essentially Tumblr exclusively for Pokemon. That and nobody makes up genders, hashtag shots fired Tumblr. Pokemon Amino is the Pokemon dedicated social network that we've always wanted. In its early days, it was a lot more diverse and unique, and nowadays it's pretty meh, but it's still pretty cool. There are a lot of artists sharing their art, there's shiny hunters and collectors sharing their collections, there's competitive battlers looking for a challenge. It's not even exclusive to the games either. There's anime reviewers, theorists, challenges, and even fan fictions if you're into that kind of thing. It's a great way to communicate with other Pokemon fans and discuss Pokemon. I don't really use it much anymore, mostly because there's a lot of people who don't get the point and just post generic Pokemon memes saying, lol, this is funny. But I occasionally post things. If you want to follow me on there, my name is Chunky Monkey Games, no spaces, and my profile picture is Bert from Sesame Street, so that's how you'll know. I think the app could use some work and cleaning up, but I personally think it's great. It takes some dedication to create a whole social network exclusively for one series, and it's the Pokemon fans that make it possible. Pokemon ROM hacks can be pretty cool. You got games like Pokemon Flora Sky, Glaze, Naranja, Ash Gray. They all add more to the already established Pokemon formula, but the problem with these games is that they're limited to what the original Pokemon games can do. Many of these games can't add in things like Mega Evolution because it's just not possible on the original engine. This is where Pokemon fan games come in. These are different from ROM hacks because they're not built on the engine of any Pokemon games. Most of them are made in RPG Maker, which is really cool considering they essentially recreate an entire Pokemon game. Some of my personal favorites are Pokemon Zeta and Omicron, Insurgence, Solar Light and Lunar Dark, Ethereal Gates, and so many more. They aren't limited to the original Pokemon engine, so they can add in things like Mega Evolution and Fakemon. They can be very unique in all kinds of aspects, which is why I prefer them to ROM hacks. If you've never played a Pokemon fan game, then I recommend you play Zeta and Omicron to get a feel for it. It's a bit of a niche thing, but once you get into fan games, it's like playing a whole new Pokemon game. A game like Minecraft has a lot of mods, many of which are based on popular properties. This is where Pixelmon comes in. In case you don't know, Pixelmon is a Minecraft mod that ends in Pokemon. Not much more to add to that. It's a really chill mod considering they make it impossible to die and make the main focus to train Pokemon. It's one of, if not the most popular Minecraft mod ever made. The best part is, the more Pokemon that get released in the actual games, they add to the mod. There's always something new they add with every update. Heck, when I was recording footage for this video, I found out there was breeding. Like how does that even work? They're trying to make this the best open world Pokemon experience, and I have high respect for the mod devs for doing this. The thing about an open world Pokemon game is that it simply won't happen. Come on, let's be real here. There's a lot of reasons as to why, which I'll save for another video, but if you've ever wanted an open world Pokemon game, this is the best experience you can get right now. Every time I hear there's an update, it always brings me back to the game, and that's a sign that it's worth playing. If you have Minecraft and like Pokemon, then download this mod and play it. Right now. Pause this video and go do it. Then watch the rest of my video. Like and subscribe. Competitive Pokemon is something that's very niche to some people. Some people like the official VGC rules, some like Smogon, and some, like myself, just do not care. The problem with VGC and Smogon tiers is that many of the teams look exactly the same, so it just becomes tedious. I'm one of those people who thinks that you should battle with your favorite Pokemon rather than ones that'll help you win. The diversity of the Pokemon GBA League is why I like it so much. Pokemon GBA, or Global Battle Association, is something you may have heard of because there are a few YouTubers who are part of it like MNJTV Pokeviz or Shady Penguin. The reason I like the GBA League is that they implement a draft system which makes every team unique. There's a certain group of Pokemon that the captains can choose from in a draft, so you can get a different team each year, and no Pokemon is on 2 teams at once. I think it's very diverse as opposed to the OU tier or the over-the-top VGC 16 rules. It's a very different way of battling that makes it less about winning, because either way, you meet new people and use new Pokemon, and who knows, you might find a new favorite. When it comes to Pokemon on TV, you get the main anime and the movies, which, while they are very good, can get a bit stale at times. A lot of people are sick of Pokemon being a cartoon, and maybe you want a new protagonist. When the Pokemon Apocalypse fan trailer was released on YouTube, it gave people hope that we could see a live-action Pokemon movie, even though it was fan-made. However, something I remember from when I was younger was searching YouTube for live-action Pokemon videos, hoping that I could find something official, when I found the Fabio Powers live-action Pokemon movies. They're in Portuguese, but that doesn't really take away from anything. There are 3 movies that this young filmmaker has made: The Mysterious Virus, Destiny of a Hero, and The Light of Hope. They tell a continuous story and are very well done, considering he was an amateur filmmaker at the time. They follow the story of a kid named Flavio who has to step up and be a hero in a Pokemon world that's constantly being threatened. The evil teams in these movies are actually very threatening and do some pretty dark stuff. It's a dark and gritty live-action series that we've always wanted. It's basically what would happen if Pokemon just appeared on Earth one day. The universe that Powers has created begs many questions, such as, what would government be like in the Pokemon world? What would crime be like? How would Pokemon affect human society as a whole? It's really interesting, at least to me, and it makes you think about how much of it is actually canon. If I had to pick a favorite of the 3 movies, I'd have to pick The Light of Hope because it's the best quality and tells the most complex story. If you've seen the movies and can't get enough, Powers has also made a continuation series called Pokemon Reborn, which is continuing the stories of the movies and is still ongoing. The uploads for this are a bit sporadic because I'm given to understand that he teaches film in some way, shape, or form and has other matters to attend to, but he has confirmed that the series will be continuing. Considering Fabio Powers is the only person on YouTube to create something like this, gives him a spot on this list simply because he did something that no one else had done before. He gave us hope that a live-action Pokemon movie or series is possible, and the way the Pokemon company's been advertising things lately, I'd say we're not necessarily too far off. It was because of Fabio Powers that we as fans could see what is possible for Pokemon in live action. I really recommend this guy's work, and I hope to see more live-action Pokemon in the future.